God is Good podcast. Today we are going to do something a little bit different. You know, as I'm driving, I was actually listening to a podcast, and I was like, you know what? We actually have really good conversations in the car, and I was like, why not share our conversation with y'all? So I just wanted to, like, you know, as I was driving in this car, as I'm driving, I realized that, like, hey, don't forget you are a Christian everywhere you go. You know, at home we feel like real comfortable and stuff, and I feel like a lot of time when we get out in public, like, we kind of like, I ain't gonna say forget, but you just like, you don't be thinking, and it's easy to like get distracted. So yeah, what do you think? Do you think it's easy to get distracted, like, when you're outside of your house?
Most definitely. I feel like it's like you're out of character almost, because you're out of your environment, you're out of your comfort zone. So it's like, I feel like you gotta show out more, basically.
Yeah.
Which you don't have to, because as Christians, you gotta be careful because people are always looking.
Yeah, that's true.
And, like, you have to make sure that, like, not seem perfect, but, like, be an example, because that could lead somebody away from God instead of closer to Him.
That's true. Hold on. I got my son watching this on here, and it kind of like, kind of all I hear, but nah in the background. But yes, that's true. That's very true. I ain't gonna lie, I heard some of the stuff you was saying, but like I would get like distracted back there with the banana going on.
Exhibit A.
Exhibit A. You have just been shown the example of distraction. It's so easy to get distracted, y'all. And I don't know, I feel like lately my walk in Christ have been distracted due to holidays and stuff, which is crazy, right? Because the holiday Christmas, like, it's literally about Jesus. And I think on Christmas Eve was the most that I've done as far as you know, talking to God and being in prayer and feeling His presence. That's the most that I've done and probably like felt, because I was at the church, we was praising and worshiping and stuff. And Christmas, like, the meaning of Christmas looked a lot different to me than it did years ago. Years ago, it was just all about present, and it was a very selfish thing. But this year, Christmas most definitely felt different for me, and in a good way. I didn't feel the pressure of buying my kids a lot of gifts. I didn't feel the pressure of like having to post my kids' gift all over social media, like none of that. Like I didn't have pressure from the world. And yeah, let's just talk about like how Christmas felt to you.
Yeah, I definitely felt like I was more in tune during that service that we attended. It was like a candlelight service. But recently, I haven't even been praying. Like last night, I realized, I'm like, I haven't prayed in like a minute. Like, I was literally laying there, I'm like, what in the world? Like, I could just tell that I haven't prayed, because like there's just a lot of things like I'm going through, and like you can attest to that. I get more irritated when I don't pray. So
Y'all, Nah, it wasn't that bad, but it was yeah, you could. I think it was both on our end, to be honest. Maybe I shown somewhat of a grace, but there was time when I'm like, I was irritated too, just because I wasn't in the word. It was so weird because when I was reading the word, like a couple of days ago, like it was like, oh, I feel at peace. Like this is all I need right now. And it only lasted for like 30 minutes before I got distracted again, and it was like, oh, I want like happiness. Not that I want happiness, but I'm like, man, like I was desiring more of something, and I know now deep down inside, like I know spiritually, like I was desiring more of Jesus. And so like this holiday been kind of, it's been like this Christmas and stuff was like Christmas Eve was probably the best for me than versus any Christmas Eve and Christmas, just because I got to see my kids open the gift. Like we got to see our kids open the gift, or whatnot. But other than that, it's just been it been a weird one. On top of that, like Raishan and his son, you know, other people in the household have been sick, so we wasn't able to really celebrate like that. I think that went through it off too. And now it's like our turn. Now we kind of under the weather as well. I'm feeling better though. It's not as bad, but yeah.
Yeah, and I feel like also, like personally, I'm like going through something, and it's like we're not on the same page, and that's also like throwing us off and throwing me off, because it's like a battle between flesh and blood, basically, or yeah, flesh and flesh in your soul. Like I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm not in control, and I don't want to control. And it's like the more I like think about it, the more it gets like complicated. And like I don't know, I keep getting intrusive thoughts about like weird things. Like I don't know, I wanted to share it with you, but I don't know if I want to share it in this.
No, you can share it in this. One thing about this channel is very authentic, so I don't care what shared on this channel. I share some stuff on here.
Well, but what about me? Like I don't.
If you don't feel comfortable, then yeah, that's fine. That's totally fine. My bad. But I cannot share what happened, like as far as like why.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, this Christmas, like I said, it's been crazy, been weird. So Jenny had a death in the family, and it's her uncle, and he live in the Philippines, and mind y'all, we live in like the United States. We live in Georgia. And when it happened, she wanted to support her mom and be there for her mom and go to the funeral and stuff. And the Philippines is not like a skip and a hop. It is a plane trip, and it's about a 2.5 day plane trip, and it's expensive, but her mom was going to pay for it. And it was like, when I heard that, I was like, oh man, like dang. Mind y'all, I didn't know how close she was to her uncle when I first heard it, so to me, I'm like, which is kind of jacked up, to be honest. I was like, oh dang, like felt bad, but I couldn't really empathize with that. Yeah, or have like sympathize or empathize, one of the two, or both. I couldn't really feel that for her. I was just like, dang, like that sucks. And I wanted to, like, I really do. I will say, like, later on, like, I was able to have some compassion about it. Like, God let me feel that. But it was very hard for me to, like, actually see why she wanted to go there. Like, I knew why she wanted to go there. Like, yes, go there and support your family, but the timing was just very off. Like, it was crazy, and it really shows me, like, we gotta do better as far as, like, being prepared for things if there was to happen. But this was more so out of our control because, well, death is out of our control anyway. But so at first I was like, man, I don't want her to go, because she wanted to go and she was gonna be gone. Like, first it was gonna be before Christmas, I think, right? It was gonna be before Christmas, and she wanna come back after New Year's. And I'm like, man, like, because in my head, like, as I'm working and was at work and stuff before all this, in my head I'm thinking, like, oh my gosh, like, Christmas is coming, like, we got the kids to give, like, our son is 1. He can actually play with toys now. Like, I'm just super excited about it. And then this happened, and I'm like, bro, I was really looking forward to this. And now, like, one of the biggest holidays for me, like, it's like just the whole dynamic has changed. So now we're trying to figure out, all right, what we're gonna do. I most definitely, I'm gonna be real with y'all, I do not like planes. I do not feel comfortable with our son getting on a plane at 1 for that long. Also, he's right now, we're trying to train him up to, like, not scream and stuff when he cry. Like, he screams and he will keep going for as long as you let him. So I was like, I don't want him to be on a plane screaming and stuff. He can't really move and stuff. I don't want to, like, mentally, like, wear on him, because he's on a plane. This is something new for him, and I didn't think it was good for his mental. So she was like, well, she's not going to take him, she's going to go. And I'm like, okay, but what are we going to do about college? Because thing is, she was going to come back after I have already started back going to work. So now we're trying to figure out, all right, how he's going to get to daycare. I can't just take off of work, because in order for us to get holiday pay, you have to come back to work on that day. And then at first you're like, she's not going to go. I'm like, okay. And mind y'all, this happened like it's been like 4 times. It's like, I'm not gonna go, I'm going. I'm not gonna go, I'm going. And I'm like, so now my emotion is like this. And I'm like, yes, no. And then it just got to the point I got so worn out, so tired, to the point like, all right, God, like, you just take control. Cause I didn't want to be like that husband, be like, no, don't go. I don't want you to go. Like, I didn't want to, like, not support her in that. But it was like the hardest emotional thing ever for me. And you know what's crazy? As I'm talking, I'm speaking, I asked God one time, I was like, do I actually love my wife? Like, do I truly, not like just, oh, I love you. Like, how much do I love her? That was like the question, like, do I? Because, like, there been times we got in arguments and stuff, and I ain't gonna lie, we both probably thought of divorce at one point. And God, like, showed me, like, yeah, your wife finna go. Look, how you feel? And I was like, man, I don't even want to be pulled away from her. Like, I don't even want to be away from her. I always used to joke saying that she was like my tail, but man, like, shoot, I may be the tail. She tried to go. Nah. But I know she wanted me to go too, and it's just like I couldn't go because it was always something. Like when we felt out, okay, Kosh, don't go, you go. Then there was a work issue. Then when we found out, all right, well, how about we just get in touch with my supervisor and see if I can take off. I could just go to work, get my dad to watch my son for one day, and then she could be gone. Well, then my supervisor hit me with, we'll find out when you get to work. I'm like, okay. The writings are on the wall. Obviously, God don't want her to go for some reason. I don't know what it is. As I'm speaking, I'm starting to hear that God probably wants us to spend intimate time with Him, alone, together, to boost off 2026. Because we did just get a prayer shawl. Shout out to Rosh Hashanah. We did get one, and I'm excited. And we really haven't even been in the prayer room, and we need to. So as we like having this conversation, like I feel like a lot of stuff is being revealed right now, which is ultimately weird. And I think God is also showing her how to grieve, in a way of leaning on Him, because she's been through this before. And I think one of the biggest fear was having regrets, like she had regrets with her father, but I felt like that was a different situation, the reason why she had regrets too. Because there was resentment involved in it. This time resentment not involved. But yeah, I will say, like, parts of me, I feel like, man, I feel bad because I feel like I'm trying to control what you do. And it's not that. It's really not that at all. It's just, I can't control, like, I can't help that I love her so much that I don't even want to be without her. And that's, I mean, eventually I was going to like, all right, like, go. But I would have been hurting. I'm going to tell y'all, I would have been hurting. I'm just be honest. I would have been like, oh, man, dang. But I would have made it through. It's just that situation that arises with that was, like, crazy. There wasn't no ultimate, like, oh, yeah, go, Jenny. Like, everything we got to figure out. No, it was always, dang, but it wasn't for sure. And I feel like when God gives you an answer, it's a clear cut of, like, yeah, go. Like, sometimes stuff you can leap out on faith, but when it involved work, if work wasn't involved, I think it would have been easier for sure. How was you feeling through all that?
Still, like, hard to navigate. I feel like, cause like right now, like, I still have a chance to go. Parts of me is like, I'll just take Kaj and, like, it'd be so much easier. Cause, like, you don't have to, like, worry about work and stuff. And, like, if we were to stay longer, it's fine because I haven't. And, like, I don't know, like, I don't know. I'm still, like, at a, like, I don't know phase. I don't know what's gonna happen. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, so yeah, that's hard. That is like one of the biggest challenge for us now is, like, we could say, like, yeah, go and bring Kaj. And I'm like, oh, my baby, like, you know, and you got, like, it's crazy because then you got, like, 4 other people saying, like, no, don't put Kaj on the plane. Like, they say, you know, whenever you do something, before you do something, seek wise counsel. And, like, one of our wisest counselors was like, no, like, don't, like, don't put Kaj on a plane. So that's been the biggest challenge. Like parts of me, I'm about to be like, you know what, just forget it. Like, all right, go on to play. And it kind of sucks because like my flesh also telling me like, oh, she don't care, she's selfish, she just want to just go so bad that she don't care about her child mental or don't care about nothing. She's just gonna go. And then spiritually and with a wisdom, I'm like, no, she just really want to go. Like, she want to take the leap of faith.
Like I'm not gonna take care of him. Like it's like it makes me feel like I can't, like, I guess, take care of him on my own.
Yeah, no, I get that. It's not, and see, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not about you not being able to take care of him. It's more so about what it's going to do to him mentally. Like, I don't, like, and it, whoa, somebody's just ran over a bunch of boxes.
Oh gosh.
Lord have mercy. But y'all heard that, dude, like, ran over cardboard box and everything else. But no, it's more so like, there's two things I'm thinking about this. I'm thinking about Kai's like mental in this, and I'm also thinking about like you, like putting you in the situation where it's like, man, because college can be a lot to handle. Yo, he's not a bad kid, not a bad baby at all. It's just like when he started crying, like it take a little bit to get him calmed down. And I mean, even while we were trying to find somebody to watch him, he was like having a fit. So I can only imagine how it is on a plane for that many hours. Like, yeah, he may do good for the first like 3 hours, and then he may have a little fit for 1 hour, but you were talking about 18 hours total.
Well, apparently it's not 18 hours. It's 12 hours.
You said it take 2 days and a half?
Yeah, because they're a day ahead.
Yeah, but okay, so 12 hours. So give or take 12 hour maybe alright, but yeah, so that's what we're trying to figure out. Man. Then there's also this fear in my head, like, okay, if something was to happen on this plane, like, I'm gonna be dealing with probably the most emotional, excruciating thought in my whole entire like life. And I'm thinking like, yo, if something was to happen, like, I'm gonna have one, resentment towards her. Like, even if like something was to happen to them, like, I was thinking like, oh, I have resentment towards her, and she's gone, and my child is gone. Like, they're gonna be like the hardest thing to deal with. And y'all know my story, y'all know my background. I'm like, but it's just like, okay, now I gotta depend on God for all of this. So yeah, I could just, just say, you know what, all right, cool. God, you're in control. Whatever happens, happens. So it's a lot going on in my head. It's a lot. It's a lot mentally in my thoughts going on. A lot of good, a lot of worries, and at the end of the day, like, we'll see where God takes us. But with that being said, I'm gonna end it there. We almost at our destination. We hope everyone have a blessed day.